Hello and welcome to the vlog. On this episode, I will be talking about the last 7 days of me traveling, being in Europe, kind of a general update in case anyone was curious what it's been like over here, what my plan is, and kind of just, like I said, a general update. So join me as we discuss these topics.
Okay, it's time for the update. So, it's been crazy. I've been here in Europe for, I guess, 6 days. It's the 26th, and I got into Europe on the 20th. I arrived in Brussels, Belgium, and then from there, a friend from Germany and her husband actually picked me up and let me stay at their house, which was a huge blessing. So I caught up on sleep and kind of figured out some more connections in here in Europe, and that was a huge blessing. And then after that, I got a train to Salzburg, however you say it, Austria, and I stayed there for a few hours. And then after that, I got an overnight train to the border of Switzerland, so I was in Switzerland at that point. And then I got a bus over to Liechtenstein and kind of just walked around there for a day. And then after that, I went into Switzerland for 2 days and stayed at a YWAM base there. They didn't have any ministry for me, but they let me stay there it was inexpensive, so I got some good rest and was able to look around the town for a little bit. And then after that, I came here to Vienna, Austria, which was, I got here last night, and then I'll be leaving tomorrow. So the trip, as you can see, kind of has been all over and hasn't really been that many ministry opportunities yet. And I'm looking forward to serving with a few different ministries that I've been in contact with and actually have stuff for me to do and to be able to minister and to be able to share the gospel and help their ministries continue to be able to share the gospel and love orphans and things like that. So that is exciting for me. But this past week has been kind of dull in terms of like actual ministry, because I've just been traveling around. And for me, like, it's cool to see these places, but I would much rather be ministering and sharing the gospel and doing stuff in that way rather than just walking around and seeing a city or a town or beautiful scenery. Like, that's not really, like, I like to travel, but I like to travel to be able to share the gospel. I've been able to have a few good conversations and give out gospel tracts personally to people, as well as actually just like leave gospel tracts in different languages in the countries that I've been. But I really kind of want to be doing more of that. So I guess like a prayer request would be praying for opportunities to minister as I'm traveling, even to countries where I'll be staying longer and ministering. Like, anywhere I go, praying that I'd be able to share the gospel with people, be able to give tracts out, and just kind of that, because it's been kind of discouraging from that standpoint. Like, I wish I was able to minister more. Like, my heart is to get the gospel to all the nations and to be able to minister to people. And it's hard when you're obviously by yourself in a country that you've never been in or really don't know much about, and you don't speak the language. So I guess Europe's been kind of interesting kind of from standpoint, because any other country that I go to or have been to, like, I'm going there to minister for a while, and here it's just been like I'm traveling and like that's about it. And if I can minister along the way, great, but I haven't had that many opportunities. So like I said, like, if you could be praying for more opportunities, that would be huge. And yeah, that's just kind of an update on what's been going on over here. And it is encouraging because I will be meeting up with many ministries all over Europe in the coming weeks, and I'll keep you updated on that. But this video is just kind of an overview of the past week here, kind of just general update and honest, like, kind of just quick video to let you know what it's been like here. And yeah, definitely interesting here in Europe because I kind of feel out of place. Like I feel out of place in America, to be honest. Like I get back from trips, especially like China. China is very close to my heart. Like I can definitely see myself doing a lot more ministry in China, maybe even long term. And being here in Europe is just very much like America to me. It's very wealthy. There's a lot of money. There's a lot of, like I said, wealth. And I guess it's hard to minister to people that are wealthy or that feel like they have everything put together, because when I'm going to other countries, it's usually ministering in a more, I don't know how to put it, like a more unique way. It's more to people that are poor or really hasn't ever heard the gospel or don't know of Christianity at all. So I guess like being here is very much different. I feel like it's a country that it's not like Christianity is really strong here. It's like just my sense of Europe and like being here for a short time is it's very godless. It's very much like America, and that's hard for me because I feel out of place in America, and then you put me over here in Europe and I also feel out of place. So it's hard to figure out ways to minister. Obviously only speaking English, and there is a decent amount of people that speak English over here, but just trying to figure out the best way to minister and to get the gospel out. So I don't know, maybe I'll try doing some like street preaching or something like that, but that's just kind of an update here. And yeah, my heart is just to go where God leads and to minister, share the gospel, love on hurting people, love my neighbor. And yeah, so that is an update. Sorry this video is just kind of like all over the place and very low key, but I hope it kind of gives you a sense of what this past week has been like for me, and kind of a sense of what you can be praying for as I'm over here. So prayers are very much appreciated, and like I said, the main thing to be praying for would be that the gospel would go out, that I would be able to have these conversations, that God would open up opportunities to be able to minister and share the gospel and preach the gospel to a lost and dying region of the world. Like Europe, they look like they have everything put together. There's, like I said, lots of wealth, but really in the inside, it's a whole bunch of it's a pretty sad place. It's like America. It's a lot of dying souls. So be praying for that, and I appreciate it. So thank you, and again, I'm sorry for this low-key video, and I hope to have some high-quality stuff on my YouTube channel soon. So thanks for watching. God bless, and peace out.